These are
Look
beautiful.
at these. These are my favorite, these black ones. I want to make earrings out of them. Look at that. Wouldn't that be cute as earrings? I love it. You can make jewelry out of these.
Big ring, Easter ring.
All right, well, you know what? It's that time of year that colors are brighter, candy is sweeter, and flowers are just everywhere. Except for back east, but they'll soon be there. Easter is a few days away, and we're making these beautiful eggs out of glitter and silk ties. And back with us is crafting expert Jessie Jane, and she's going to show us how to do it.
Yes.
So show us how we make these really beautiful eggs.
Okay, so these eggs don't require dye, so they're kind of, you want to keep them forever because this is nice glitter, and for the other ones we're using silk ties. So to make these, we're actually going to blow out the eggs and make them hollow. So these are all hollow, and you can keep them for years.
Those are real eggs that have been emptied out.
And you blow them out, and then, I mean, some of these are 3 years old. I just make them every year, and I keep collecting them.
Wow, you have to take care of them.
You can't let kids have them.
Yeah.
Or you.
I want to make a big bowl of the black ones and use them as a display on my coffee table. I love it. So what's the first step to blowing out these eggs?
Well, you're going to need a raw egg, and I actually have a video of me doing it earlier.
Okay.
So take a nail and just twist it back and forth until you break the shell. It's just a really thin nail. And then you want to turn it upside down and put it on the other end and do the same exact thing. So you get a tiny little nail.
It makes it easier to blow out if they're too...
And then you have to break up the yolk. So you put a toothpick in there to break up the yolk. And then you start blowing.
And do you need this kind of music playing in the background?
Yeah, break it up a little bit more with the toothpick.
Looked like your nose was running. Oh no!
If it's still not working, you gotta keep blowing.
You better hang on to these for years.
Oh.
It's a lot of work. Yeah, break it up a little bit more.
I assume you have to wash the egg really well
still
before
blowing.
Hey,
Oh God!
that is
really gross.
Really disgusting. But you know what?
Then can you rinse it? Can you rinse it on the inside?
Rinse it off, yes. When you're done with that, wash it off before you glitter it. So, do you know what the fun part is now?
What?
You guys get a blow.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
So I already prepped these
This is
for
not
you.
a manual labor show.
Yes, I prepped these. They're washed. We put holes, and you both have your bowls.
Okay.
And now you get to experience it.
Okay, here we go. Hang on.
That's disgusting.
Sorry, what? My goodness, there's a bad joke
Christina
here.
has nothing coming out.
You look like
Really?
Mark,
Really?
keep blowing. I want to see you finish.
I woke up this morning and it's funny. I said to myself, "This is a good day my career could end right here."
It's a good day you can blow it.
Right.
It looks like snot coming out of your nose.
Sorry, excuse me.
You know, this is my most popular YouTube video.
Is it?
Yeah, blowing eggs.
Okay.
Okay, so blow it as hard. Wow, you're Christina. She's a professional. All right.
How'd you do that?
Practice. Okay.
You're getting it.
I didn't know it was gonna come. All right.
Okay. There you go. There you go. Oh.
You're supposed to lean over.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
I got
Okay.
a vessel there.
Oh, and look, I leave little lipstick marks. Okay.
All
All right, so now, this is fun. Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
What part of my career ending is fun for you?
Okay.
All right, so now we'll do the glitter one first. So once your egg is all blown out,
And
you want to just pick which glitter do you want, Christina?
Oh, which glitter? I want the black. Okay, so you use the Mod Podge to...
Yeah, the Mod Podge and the...
Mod
Podge.
Mod Podge. Like
And basically you just put a thin coat of the Mod Podge all over it.
Okay. All right, so...
And then you're going to sprinkle the glitter.
Okay, so, well, all right.
over it.
So I'm going to do that, and then, oh, this is a little hard. That's right.
Yeah, we left it out.
Okay, okay. All right, so then after it dries, do you have to do some more?
No, you don't let it dry. You leave it like that,
don't?
and then right now, like we'll just do one half at a time.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
And then you just pour the glitter over it. And you want to save the glitter.
Yeah.
You know, usually I put it over like just a paper so I can fold it and put it back into the container.
Oh, right.
Okay.
And that's all you do. And then you let this dry for 15 minutes. If you want to, on some of these, like I put a second coat on after.
Oh, sure.
So you just go over the top and put another thin coat. And
After it dries?
After it dries. And this will seal it in. It looks all weird, but it'll dry clear.
We're going to finish this one and come right back, more with Jessie and the silk tie portion of this demo when we come back.
I'm going to do a whole bowl of these.
Can I have some more eggs, please?
Yeah, please. Go ahead. Okay, now we are back with Jessie Jane, and she's going to show us how we can make these beautiful eggs using silk ties.
Yeah, this is really, really cool. So these are silk ties from the Goodwill, and they're about $1 each. And so what you do is you want to take the silk tie apart. So what you do is you just cut up the seam, and then you take out the liner, and that's where you get the actual fabric. And we have a bunch that's already cut here.
Oh,
and what you're gonna do is get 3 out of each tie, 3 eggs out of each tie.
Perfect.
So take your silk and...
Could you just use silk fabric too that is with prints on it?
Silk scarves,
okay.
silk shirts. It's just the silk ties are the cheapest, and this way you have different patterns for each egg. So take, here Mark, you wanna take one?
Sure.
Now these are empty.
These are already empty.
Okay.
You can, most people when they do this, they just put in a raw egg and then they hard boil it, but you can't eat the egg after because the dyes for silk aren't safe to be eaten.
Right.
So if you hollow them out, they'll float for a minute and sink to the bottom when they fill with water.
Okay,
So fabric, the dark side of the fabric in, okay, that's
like
correct,
that. Okay.
right. And then you wanna take something white, whether it's t-shirt, rag, whatever it is, and tie it up with a rubber band.
No, you got the word. Rubber. Rubber.
Rubber band.
No, it's rubber.
Oh, rubber?
It's rubber.
Oh, okay.
Don't yell at me.
Whatever. Okay.
Judging
here.
me. Stop judging.
Oh, you stop judging me.
Stop judging
Don't
me.
You wanna
judge
make
me.
it as
touching
tight
me.
as
She's
you
touching me.
can
Stop it.
on the egg. So the silk pattern touches it.
Okay, so the silk pattern touches it. Okay, nice and okay.
All right, so this is so they all don't bleed together when they're in the pot.
Okay.
That's why you have the white.
All right.
And then this is a regular pot of water. You fill it about halfway up, and you want to leave it cold, and then throw all your eggs. Well, don't throw them.
Okay, good.
Carefully place them in.
Okay.
Okay.
They go in.
All right.
So put them in the water. They'll
Okay.
float for a minute, and I promise you they'll sink
Okay.
unless you use the raw. And then what you're gonna do is bring this to a boil with no lid.
Okay.
When it starts boiling, turn it down to simmer and put a lid on it for 20 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, I almost
And then
forget
vinegar,
the vinegar.
yeah.
Yeah, the vinegar. This is the most important step. It's 6 tablespoons of vinegar.
Okay, and why do you use the vinegar?
So we just got the vinegar actually reacts. The acid, there's an acid dye in the silk, and that chemically reacts with the vinegar, and that's why it makes the print transfer.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay.
Okay. So after it all boils, you're going to take them out.
And you say not to eat these because it has.
Don't eat them, right? Because it's not safe. I mean, it's what, clothing dye, not food dye. And now you can unwrap them, and then this is the cool part. You can see what each one gets. And if it's not silk, they'll be white. So once in a while, you'll get a dud from the Goodwill that won't work.
So this is sort of like tie-dye.
Yeah.
Oh, look how pretty that is.
Cut mine.
Wow.
neat?
Oh my goodness, it's just beautiful. I like
Yeah.
that.
So I like using the blown out eggs. That way you can keep them.
Let's
Wow.
see.
And if they're hard boiled, how long can you keep them for?
Here's mine. Ready?
Look at that.
Mikey,
Look
here we
how
go.
beautiful.
Look what mine did.
weeks,
Da,
and
da,
then
da,
we'll put them in the
da.
fridge.
Oh. I'm so in love with this.
Yeah.
This is
It's
great.
just fun.
Cool.
Yes.
Just a little different than the normal tablet
Okay.
that you put in.
I'm sorry, perhaps I wasn't listening. The hard-boiled eggs you can
The
keep for
hard-boiled
how long?
eggs, I mean, you can keep them in the fridge for a couple of weeks if you
great.
make them.
Okay, good. All right, so thank you, Jessie. This was just wonderful. And don't forget to follow us on Hallmark Channel, at Hallmark Channel on Twitter, and retweet the hashtag Easter eggs for a chance to win a $100 gift certificate to Michael's. Right? All right, very good. Okay.
Yeah.
And go to our website, by the way, hallmarkchannel.com, and you can get all of this information, or you can go to lilyshop.com for Jessie Jane's craft.